What's up, Star Child? The band and I are here for your download. We're going to jump into the Akashic Records Oracle to get a read on the energy to start off with. If this is your first time backstage, welcome. We're very happy to have you here with us. I like this. We have bravery, scattered energy, gratitude, and authenticity. Okay, what I'm getting off of this energy, Star Child, is you recently had to make a tough decision. And that tough decision made your energy feel a bit scattered for a while, which is absolutely normal. Up in your head, feels like it was 9 of Swords type of energy. You may have just experienced this, or you're experiencing this right now. Everything's connected. We talk about that all the time. The mind, the body, the emotions. This looming feeling of making this decision and the overwhelming anxiety, racing thoughts that it can cause in the mind also makes the body feel really tired. I can see in the energy, though, there was a shift of gratitude. Somehow you shifted out of this energy, not sure if you made the decision yet or not, but shifted the energy to gratitude. And gratitude is much more aligned with your authentic self, is what this is showing me with the card of authenticity. And they told me to point out the peacock. Peacocks may be very significant to someone. You're able to fully express yourself and be much more comfortable and feel a magnetic towards the energy you want to be around, towards your manifestations, in a state of gratitude over a state of scattered energy and feeling overwhelmed. All right, let's dive a little deeper into these. They want to talk to the crows. Let's talk about this bravery, this tough decision that you had to make. There was a release from this scattered energy once the decision was made. 5 of Swords. Tell me more about this bravery and making this decision, making this shift. 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, the Tower. Okay, this is natural, right? We all do this. With the 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords, what this is showing me is that your defenses were up. You were really holding back your energy. You did not want to make this decision knowing that it was going to cause a tower moment, knowing that it was going to knock down a tower once you made this decision. And the anticipation of that tower was making the energy feel scattered. I'm going to go in and clarify this tower a little more, but let's look at this scattered energy, having a hard time focusing, feeling exhausted, having a hard time creating priorities, too much going on in the brain. The Ace of Swords, the Fool, knowing. Isn't that funny? We all do that. It's amazing how, as humans, we are very resistant to change, when change is the most natural thing in the environment, literally in the human environment, in the body, on the planet, in nature. And what you saw here with the Ace of Swords and the Fool is that being willing to go through this tower, being willing to make this change and shift in the energy would put you back into the Fool energy, which is extremely lighthearted, which is who you are, and that's your truth, is what it's showing me here with the Ace of Swords. It feels like there was a truth that needed to come out too. Let's find out what this truth was about that caused a tower. Justice. Okay, advocating for yourself clearly here. Tell me more. The Empress. Oh, justice for the Empress. And the 3 of Pentacles. There was something here that you needed to advocate for yourself within possibly a group of people. Let me clarify this 3 of Pentacles a little more, because that's what the Empress does. The Empress does lead, okay? And in leadership, sometimes not everyone's happy with the towers that need to be caused, the things that need to come down, the changes that need to be made, decisions that need to be made. But that's very Empress energy. That's leadership energy. Tell me more about this 3 of Pentacles, please. Tell me about this 3 of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Why the Ace of Cups? Ace of Wands. Okay, this is showing me a community of people. This could be work or personal. There were emotional connections here, though, and it was time for you to separate, time to go your own way with this Ace of Wands card. Lots of wands. There's a lot of fire here. There's a lot of passion here. It's not in the reverse though. I think it feels like you were very excited about something, about some kind of change you were going to make. Maybe a career change, maybe a move. You're very excited about it, but you knew that it was going to cause a tower in your life, but also in other people's lives too. Other people don't like it necessarily when we change. Tell me more about the tower here. And so the Empress had an emotional attachment here, but knew that this decision, whatever the decision that you made, was right for you. Tell me about the tower moment that this caused. The Hermit, the Eight of Wands in reverse, the King of Swords. Oh, Star Child. This was an internal tower. All right, I see where we're going here. This was an internal tower with the Hermit card, the Eight of Wands in reverse, and the King of Swords. There's something you need to speak up about to multiple people here. People that there's an emotional attachment with. And speaking up is serving your own justice, is advocating for yourself. But it's going to take bravery to do this. Why is it going to take bravery to speak up? Why is it going to take bravery to speak up? Page of Wands. Page of Wands can be a fiery energy, sometimes a very immature energy, sometimes representative of children. Why bravery here? Because this communication with the Knight of Swords, although it will create a victory for you with the Four of Wands, with the Three of Wands here, it means that you're going to have to separate yourself from these people. They're showing me this as a bridge, as oceans apart. This feels like a move. This feels like a move to me. But tell me more about your victory here with the Four of Wands. Why you believe this to be a victory. Knight of Cups, because it's where your heart is. Because it's where your heart is. An Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. A new beginning. This feels like somebody wants to move. And it's really hard to speak up about this change. Because some people are going to be unsatisfied with it. Some people are going to be sad. I don't feel any energy around this as people will be attacking your decision, but it's going to cause an emotional response in some people when you make these changes in your life. But Star Child, you have to go where your heart is leading you. You showed up as the Fool, and that's very much Fool energy, is following your heart's desire. There's something that's capturing your heart right now, and it does have an Ace of Pentacles behind it. Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning. Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is somehow going to put you out of a poverty and lack mindset, possibly in the physical too. So this is about making decisions that are empowering to you. And the Moon, but what's behind the Moon here? What's behind the Moon with this decision? Five of Cups in reverse. How interesting. So you want to do this. You're very much in your full energy right now. I can feel it. That's why I'm smiling. And maybe this is not the norm for you to make a big change like this. And you're very much in the full energy of like, no regrets about this. But what the band is telling me is that on the external, there's a feeling that there's a mask that needs to be worn in order to relay this information to these other energies, as if you are going to be sad and going to have regrets about making this decision. It's the feeling of thinking it's going to make the blow less. I'm laughing because I can resonate with that. I think we can all resonate with that. But the truth is right now your heart's on fire. You're in the Fool energy, Star Child. That is such a higher vibration than wearing a mask and being concerned about other people's ideas and other people's feelings. And I'm not even getting the energy off of this, that if someone from this Three of Pentacles, from this community said, I don't like that idea, or I don't think that's a good idea, I don't even think it would touch you. because you're very elated about this transition, about this project, about this move, whatever this is for you, Star Child. So you don't have to mask it behind the moon, that you don't have any regrets and your heart's on fire and you're doing this. Even further, you don't need to explain yourself to anyone. You don't have to go into some deep level of explanation of why you're doing what you're doing. You are in control of your energetic sovereignty. You get to decide and then follow through with the decision. Life is about a series of choices. Whatever this is, it's putting you in the energy of gratitude, and it's you're beaming in your authenticity at this time. So tell me about this gratitude. You're thankful for whatever this opportunity is that's coming in. Get these cards back into the deck. You're very thankful for it. This is really, really good energy. The only thing that's making the energy scattered is coming forward and letting some other parties know your plans. Maybe they can't go with you where you're going, Star Child, but that's okay. Their life isn't yours to live. Your life is. So tell me more about this gratitude card. Tell me what you're so grateful for here. I like this energy, Star Child. I can feel you a little up in your head, but this is fabulous energy. Gratitude for so many options after heartbreak, with the 7 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. This crow is looking right at the heart as the option of all these options. But we also have heartbreak here with the 3 of Swords. You're following your heart. Tell me more about this 3 of Swords. 2 of Cups. This might break someone else's heart, with the 8 of Wands in reverse again in the Hermit card. And that is why you have been keeping silent about it. This change that you make, this move that you're making, this lifestyle, life change that puts you in your peacock energy, in your authenticity, is going to break someone else's heart, which is why we got the card of bravery. Tell me more about this 2 of Cups. Tell me more about this 2 of Cups. 8 of Swords. The Emperor. The 10 of Pentacles. Questioning why you're up in your head about this Emperor. Because this Fool's journey, you know, ends in a 10 of Pentacles. And there's someone here that cannot come on that journey with you. This is hard. This is hard. This is hard because we keep seeing these cups and these hearts over and over and over again. And they're in the upright. It's hard because you are pure of heart, Star Child. But at the end of the day, we can't live our life for other people. We just can't. We don't want to end our time with a bunch of regret. So many people do. And if you ever see any videos or any quotes from someone who is older, someone who is closer to their death timeline, and they're asked what would they do differently, they all say the same thing. They would have lived their life for themselves. They would have lived more authentically. They would have pursued their dreams, because that's natural. Change is natural, and you will continue to change down your timeline. There is nothing impulsive in this energy. There's no fight or flight in this energy. There's no running in this energy. There's something that is setting your heart on fire to start at the 0, to start at the Fool's journey, knowing that it will end up in a 10 of Pentacles, Star Child. Live your life for you. Be this peacock that you are. Be magical AF, Star Child. Tell me more about this authenticity, you being your divine self here, not fitting in with the mold, expressing yourself in unique ways, and being a magnet to success. You know, Emperor, that you are a magnet to success here with your 10 of Pentacles. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about your fabulous self here. King of Wands, Temperance, Wheel of Fortune. Can I say anything more? This is not impulsive. This decision was made out of temperance. You have weighed all the options. You have made all of the checklists. You've done everything you can to figure out how this will happen with the best outcome for you and the best outcome for everyone else. Very entrepreneurial energy here with the King of Wands and the Emperor. But there's someone who's going to get left behind. There's someone who's going to get their feelings hurt. But it looks like they're not part of this next journey, Star Child. They're not coming up in this reading as part of your Wheel of Fortune, as part of the destiny, the end goal that you're looking for right now. Tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune. You have a Wheel of Fortune and a 10 of Pentacles ahead of you, Fool. Tell me more. The Magician. Beautiful. Beautiful. You're making things happen right now. And the 6 of Wands. Whatever you're manifesting, whatever this shift is for you, it's just really clear. This energy feels so good. Please, if this resonates with you, follow your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Let's get some symbols on this. Good energy, Star Child. Good energy. The King of Wands and the Magician for the victory, baby. Come on. Come on. Shadow. Oh, you're questioning if you're being selfish. You're questioning if you're repeating a pattern that was part of your nurture in leaving somebody behind. If that resonates with you, it's time to look in the shadow about that, of why you believe that you're repeating the pattern. Why does this look like a nurture pattern for you, excuse me? Did your mother leave your father or vice versa? Did you have a sibling leave and never return? And if so, are you really doing the same thing? What was their motive? What was your motive? Because your motive does not feel like anything in the shadow here, Star Child. Protection. This path that you're going on is protected. Message, knowledge. A message of knowledge. Where is this message of knowledge coming from? Where is this message of knowledge coming from for Star Child pertaining to this fool's journey? I'm here to be your cheerleader, all right? I'm telling you to go for it. Telling you to go for it. Take what resonates. The message, it's finished. What is finished with the 10 of Swords? The Knight of Wands. Tell me why the Knight of Wands, please. Why the Knight of... This is you being very introspective. The Ace of Swords. Give me one more on the Ace of Swords. Judgment. Okay. Star Child, maybe you were impulsive about some things in the past, is what this is telling me. It's like, what is this message of knowledge about? A 10 of Swords and a Knight of Wands. Maybe you were impulsive about things in the past and people, and it caused a 10 of Swords. Maybe there was a time in your life where you were not so emotionally mature. Welcome to Earth School, Star Child. But the truth is you are very self-aware with the Ace of Swords and the Judgment card. You're concerned here that someone is going to judge you on this decision based off of your past. But guess what, Star Child? That means they're living in the past, but you're not. If you resonate with this, I feel like you've already done this shadow work, and that it's being projected from some sort of past event, whether it be something that looks like potentially on the surface, it's related to a nurture situation, how you were nurtured, how you were brought up, or it's being compared to by you internally or by others of a way that you have acted in the past. But what I see in this cards is all right action, all purity of heart, somebody following their dreams, somebody that's knowing what's best for them, owning their energetic sovereignty, not feeling responsible for other people's emotions. So it's your judgment call. It's your judgment call, Star Child. This energy feels excellent, though. You feel very self-aware in this energy. I like it. So let's make sure that we are not bringing the past into the present, and be aware if someone else is dragging your past into the present. Okay, join us on Substack, as always, for a little deeper introspective dive into these readings. Links are in the bio, also in the description box. If you would like any services from me, you can look there too. Your synchronicities are 43, 1, 33, and 34. That's interesting. 43, 34. 34, 34, 34, 34 are your synchronicities on today's reading. That's a 7. Yeah, it takes me a minute. I don't math well. 777. Good fortune, Wheel of Destiny. See you for your next energy check-in, Star Child.